Hello everybody and welcome back to Middle-earth. This is Count MRVHS with another episode of our 4th Age Rhun campaign. We are attacking the Reunited Kingdom, their big stack right outside of Adel. They've got a lot of swordsmen, they've got some guards of the Citadel. This is a very good unit. They've got a couple of units of men-at-arms. Looks like they're pretty light on archers, however, so we'll see how this goes. You may have just seen there, we do have a settlement under siege, Muldin, further to the south. That's a smaller army, but we have to win here. We have to win here with enough troops left over to maintain a credible threat in the area, and then we have to immediately head south to relieve that siege. Alright, and it is rainy. I am going to try to wait for the rain to die down a little bit. Okay. We've shuffled our troops a little bit, as you may be able to tell. I've got some more skirmishers here, a bit fewer infantry. So, we'll see how this works. Now, I want to lead with my skirmishers. And again, they don't have any calves, so I'll be fine keeping them away from their infantry. We'll put the slingers on the sides. Let's find any archers. We may only have one, if I remember. Alright. Warband will be in the back. Variag mercenaries will be on the flanks to do some flanking. We're going to put spearmen right in the middle, and we're going to put axemen on either side. And then we'll have the warband as just backup there. I do have some steppe horse archers, and we also have these mercenary dragon shield riders. So I think I'll keep them right around here. We'll go with the generals on the right flank, and these Eastland raiders in the back. Okay. Let's see if they come at us. It doesn't look like they are just yet. Out there, I guess. So let's take a look while we're marching forward. Here are the men-at-arms. We've got swordsmen over here. And in the back row, guards of the Citadel. If you remember earlier versions of the mod, these guys had shields in addition to these pole arms, but we removed the shields just because these looked a little bulky, I guess, to be using one-handed. So, let me see. They are effective against armor. They've got a battle standard, which you can see if I zoom out a little bit. It's that crown right there. That inspires nearby troops, and they've got good morale, which is, you know, a step up from reasonable. So, even though there's only a lieutenant leading this army, it's going to be a tough fight with these guys on the field. They are not waiting around. I hope that back line is going to stay there for a little while. So mostly the militia coming forward. Alright. Great, they're pursuing, so let's charge in with these axemen. Variags. We need to act quickly to take out these units piecemeal. hit them. It's just a militia unit. So let's send the axes in. Okay. Halt. Let my missiles take care of the routers. Great, so we're looking good on the right. Get my bodyguards back. Everyone just sit tight. Here come Guards of the Citadel and the men-at-arms. So we're going to have to use these Dragon Shield Riders. Okay, Guards of the Citadel. Let's, shoot. So we'll take them off skirmish, off fire at will. We're going to need these other cav on the other flank. Oh shoot, wait. War cry first. Alright, there's their general. They don't have a lot in the back right now. Hit these Kingdom Militia with my general. And send in these units of warband just to cause some trouble. And then we'll charge in. The Dragon Shield Riders there, they got their spears out. Let's take them out quick. Okay, good. Alright, my generals did not cause that to rout, so we're going to pull them out. Let's throw the warband in here. Men-at-arms are over here. Oh, I hope these bowmen can be taken out quickly by my cav there. Okay, Variag mercenaries, let's hit those Guards of the Citadel. Looking pretty good. Gonna do another charge here with my cav. Alright, looks like we took out their archers. Okay, they're wavering. Send in my Dragon Shields again for another charge. Then I'm going to need to bring my Eastland Raiders back down. Let's pull these guys out. We're doing pretty well in melee, not taking any losses yet, but I don't want them to lose. Alright, let's get the Dragon Shields out of there. 33 Guards of the Citadel left. Variags are doing pretty well. 31. Okay. There we go. All of this side. That's fantastic. The men-at-arms are routing. Okay. Let's bring my general over here just to offer support morally. And there they go. Alright, nowhere to run. Good, good. We got them. Alright, there's a unit of Kingdom Militia over there. Let's start them routing. Get my Dragon Shields up. And we'll just kill all these guys. Just send them all in. There's the general. All right.
Like frightened goats, hunt them down and slay them all.
All right, and that is the battle. So we can call it there, and that army should rout off the field. All right, let's check out our losses here. We lost a little under 300. That's not bad. Chieftain's Guard did the most in terms of casualties. Variag Mercenaries, though, 97 and 97. So that's actually great. Yeah, those mercenaries are really getting some good kills. This isn't quite it, because we do have more armies on the way. Or at least in the area here. The Reunited Kingdom could throw together another really good stack between these troops. But they still have stuff to do. They still have rebellions to take care of. Although these places are not rebelling as much as I would like them to. But you notice that these garrisons are very small. There's just no threats for them, so there's no reason for them to keep troops in this part of the world. Although Emin Arnott is rebelling. Why is that? Interesting. Probably some sort of cultic rebellion. Okay, that would be actually kind of cool if Harondor could take advantage of that, but sadly, I'm a little worried that Harondor is going to get the next, be the next one on the chopping block. All right. Next item on our list is this. We take care of this army. I think then we have to head up to Athrad Morn and deal with that. So. We are losing cash. All right. This was the army that was chewed up. This is the army that lost. So we're going to have to get them going for reinforcements. Not a lot here that we can make use of. So those spearmen will have to go up to Tham. All these axemen go over here. And the cav. Alright, we now do not have very many Dragon Shield Riders left. Let's see. We could consolidate these, but I think 34 is enough for this unit. Oh, jeez. 39 Spearmen. And Adele can't do much for retraining either. Well, we'll wait till he gets attuned, and then we'll see what we're going to do with building. Let's take... Oh, let's see. What do I want to do? Let's take, I guess these two warband. This is going to dilute our fighting strength a bit, but I think we can handle it. Can we get there in time? Yeah. So next turn, they haven't built anything yet. Next turn we can hit this army, and we have to take it out. Otherwise we lose Moldin. Now that's not a homeland, but it still cost us a lot to build. All right. I think we have to call it there. Although, like I said, I wanted to wait for this to be resolved to then maybe attack Fornhood. Let's just see if there's any other lurking North Rhun forces. They got a pretty substantial force down here. I'm just not feeling secure enough yet that I want to open up another war. So let's be patient. All right. No rams yet, so we could take our time if we wanted. There are mercenaries here. It's just steppe outrider mercs. I don't know that I really want to do that just yet. Okay, and we lost the governor of Erebos. That's too bad. Let's get a unit of skirmishers for garrison. Alright, and Fangos of Akarn has become attuned, so now he's starting to get some discounts to things. So he might work out well as a governor. Making 3,500. The thing I really want to spend money on is this. Let's just see what that'll do. 980 in land tax, minus almost 500 in mismanagement. So maybe we can wait on that. The population can't get any lower than 400, so... Okay, now this army has turned, and it looks like they're headed south.
Orders. Yes, Captain. Chief.
Alright, so I think it's time to send these guys over.
Move out. Orders. Move out. Out of moves.
Alright, in a couple of turns we'll have to deal with this. Looks pretty daunting. Alright, but this turn we could hit this army. I think we got to do it. Let's just do this before I forget. Get our retraining online. We've got a little bit of cash to retrain. These are some reinforcements.
Unable to move. Yes. March. Out of moves.
Alright. And now we could go with advanced tanneries and wool makers. This increases our armor, which might be a good idea for the wars that we're in. Or we could go for city development, which would allow us to build... What would we want to build here? Probably the hunting lodges, so that our cav is a bit better. But again, I think we have to focus on training at this point.
Orders. Move out.
So I do have some decent-ish units there, but let's make it a bit more substantial. How about this? Let's go with another unit of Eastland Darkhelms. That way, that'll give us a couple of turns for this unit to come retrain, and then we'll be able to march south with some kind of decent reinforcements. Okay, we're going to retrain all of these. And let's spend some money on... Let's get another unit of Axemen. 506, okay. Let's hit him. So this is a family member. He doesn't have too much. He's got a few men-at-arms, got a few mariners, a very small unit of bowmen, so we should be able to handle this pretty well. It's raining a little, so again we want to wait for that to clear up.
Await my orders.
He does have cav. We do not have really any spearmen. I'm going to go ahead and put my spearmen of Rhun kind of in the center, with the thinking that he's probably going to charge my center, because that's where I'm going to have my a lot of my missile troops. He may go out wide to either side to get these slingers. But I'll just have to rush him if he goes for the middle. Out on the flanks, we've got on the left-hand side horse archers, and let's have the Eastland Raiders be on that side as well. And we're going to keep my general over to the right, like I usually do. All right. We will have reinforcements coming from back here, but it's just going to be a single unit of what is it? I think Nomadic Watch. Alright, here they come. Looks like their general's going this way. So we'll try to hit him with the Variag. Go. Okay, losing slightly. Hitting those King Spearmen pretty good with our javelins. Losing heavily. Alright, looks like his whole force is retreating. We will send our horse archers forward. There we go. All right. Nice. So we hardly lost any of the Variags. Axemen of Rhun took some losses, but this looked pretty favorable. Just want to whittle them down as much as we can. Hit them with these cav in the back. Hopefully they rout. Quite a ways before they get off the field, so we should be able to get some kills in. They're routing already. Very good. Javelins, so we'll charge in. These guys are out of arrows as well. Alright, so get everybody we can before they leave the field, which they're basically at the edge of it. Very good. So a few companies got away. Is that just a single unit of King's Swords? Alright, so we didn't kill enough that they'll rout off the field. They will retreat. But that was great. We killed almost 300. We only lost 10 or so. I don't know how you get -1 experience, but probably, I don't know, very odd. they're probably going to go back here. Yep. So that's not too many troops. They're chewed up. But probably I should send out Fand to just take care of it. Alright, but for the moment we have saved Muldin. I'm going to bring Ulwar back into the north. And I am very worried about Harad. Lug, as you may know, has not built walls. We could, but we would need to build a minor province first. We have not invested a lot here. You know, this was a settlement I was reluctant to take initially because it's so undeveloped. As long as this is rebel, that's great. But if we... I've got some troops I should actually be retraining here and sending back. So if we end up sharing a solid border with Harad, this is going to be a problem. That's where they're going to want to hit, probably. All right. In Amrandor, we're 3 turns away from having fighting pits, which will give us berserkers. Goithring has mustering field. I'm just sort of wondering, you know, I could hit this, destroy it, leave, hit Fornhud, but again, that would just wipe out North Rhun and strengthen Dorwinion, which I don't really want to do just yet. Okay.
No more moves.
Good. We're seeing some unrest in Athrad Morn as the Reunited Kingdom is moving its armies towards the east. Okay. Yeah, we're still making money, surprisingly, because we are just running through our funds, retraining, basically. And let's grab an archer. Train that spearman. Next turn, we'll bring all these guys down south. And hopefully we'll be in a good position to start pushing into Mordor finally. Alright, now they're not even besieging this settlement, so I'm going to ignore it as well. We're going to head back up into Mordor North and do some fighting up there. See, what do we have coming? Some more cav, that'd be nice. Archers and warbands. So it's right about there. All right. What 3 can I get rid of here? Maybe the spearmen. No, I think I want to keep them. I think I'll keep this army as is, actually. We'll just keep them sort of following at a distance to reinforce as needed. Same thing with these guys. So I think where I want to go with Ulwar, this army is just going to retreat. I want to put my army in a position to intercept these forces. So somewhere right about there. Oh, here they come. Okay. How you feeling, Khan? You still feeling like you don't want a ceasefire? Yeah. Well, okay. Harad takes Lug. From there, they can hit Muldin or Akarn. I could hit this. I could just burn this, destroy it. We don't share a border anymore. Of course, they could just hit me back with this big army. And these guys are tougher than they look. They're a tier 2 unit. They've got javelins. There's 81 of them. It'd be a lot to deal with, and I do not have good troops here. So I'm going to want to retrain some archers and train some more archers, because that's pretty much the best way to fight these guys. Ranged units do pretty well against factions that don't boast a lot of armor. And I think we're going to have to just hope that's enough. I mean, I guess I can let them have lug. I can't even train anything here. So, honestly, the troops that I have might be able to hold off this single unit. Not really sure. But I'm not going to spend any resources defending that. Okay, here comes Ravanian. So, I think what I need to do here is beat this army, get rid of this, and then start taking some towns, either to hold or just to destroy stuff. I wonder if there are any mercs available here. No. And that's a pretty full stack. So they're short 1 unit, so am I, but they've got a lot of these good cav troops, and I do not have very good units to counter that. Well, how about I set up on what looks like a hill? See if they can reach Yathenra. So if I set up like here... Oh, why can I not do that? Oh, right, because I was only looking at my general. Okay, so I can't set up on a hill just yet. So I will want these guys to show up, and even that might not be enough. Well, let's do it. Let's head back. I think we're going to have to let them siege Narig Zagil again. Oh, this is all cav. Alright, we're going to have to relieve that, but we'll have time. And let's get some more cav, I guess. Okay, still making a little bit of cash. Alright. So I lost a family member up here. So my first generation is getting old. Narig Zagil is under siege, as expected. Oh, they do have a single unit of foresters. Okay, so they may build like a ladder and send that to get destroyed. So that could be that could work out well. Okay, I think now this is going to work for me to go into their territory, beat this army, and what I really want to hit is Rovanosht. This has good wooden walls. So does Yathenra, but Rovanosht is their capital. I want to destroy this place. Just lay it waste, burn it, circle back to Yathenra, probably give that the same treatment, and just destroy their infrastructure. But first, I'll need to take care of that army. What are you guys doing? Okay, they lost Athrad Morn. This is so good. So let's see. We've got a unit of riders. What else can I make for this one turn? Let's go with some more cav. Now I think that probably this guy
Orders, orders.
could take care of this army. Especially with these other reinforcements.
Chief. Move out. No. Orders, orders. March. Attack.
Okay, let's check out his stats. He's a poor governor. Inept commander, that's very good. That's -2 troop morale. -1 troop morale because he's tight-fisted. He's not attacking. He's a 1 accommodating, so he gets an extra morale point back there. He's a Dunedain. That does him better for morale, but he is shadow-touched, and so that means he's probably going to be disloyal to the faction leader, who's probably not shadow-touched. The only cav is the general. We got a good deal of archers here. Alright, I think I'm going to keep that infantry. Ah, no, I just don't like it. Alright, but we'll keep the general layout with the warband in the center. And we've got 2 units of horse archers, so they're going to go over here. And 2 units of cav. And I'll put them over here with the general. I think that's everything. Right, so they're not going to come to us. We do have, what, 1 unit of archers. Oh, they got some King's Longbowmen, so let's target those guys first. Hold there. Actually, just run forward. I'm gonna stop that cav. Winning, but warband, I mean, the nice thing about them is that there's just so many of the guys. Bad thing about it is they've got crappy morale, so they're going to waver. And probably rout here, but get my axes in and we'll see if we can turn that around. Okay. Hit these swordsmen. Now they're losing heavily. And the warband are ready, so I'll charge them in as well here. Cry. Let's just hit these bowmen with my step outriders, and let's not get caught. Company of the Guard, that's right. Go off and chase my horse archers. Alright, my cav is just not being useful here because they're being chased. The mariners. Alright, we gotta just hit these guys. They're swordsmen, so... Because there's a general and he's still alive, they're probably not gonna rout. So they're all taken care of. Swordsmen here, we should be able to hit them from the back and do pretty well. This axeman unit is holding out better than I thought. Great. Get some javelins in there. The Company of the Guard, because they don't have shields anymore, are a little more susceptible to ranged than they were earlier. Alright, so that's great. Got a good route going. Stop to do a war cry here. Oh, there goes the general and the Company of the Guard. Should have stayed by the fountain, I guess.
The enemy army runs. Now hunt them down.
Disgraceful. Alright. Very good. Just another routing unit over there, but that's it. So, we lost a couple hundred, or not quite that much. Let's see. Chieftain's Guard did well. Axemen did well. Take a lot of casualties, but... Okay, Fan the Hunter has received the Master of Horse, which, you know, I may or may not want him to have. He's not a really good commander. So this, again, this does not actually help his battle command. It just makes it more likely for him to be the leader if there are other family members present. But, meantime, he's done well. What that has done is meant that I can move Ulwar into Mordor North, and I could potentially attack this army. Let's just see what it looks like. Just 4 archer units. What do I have? 1, 2, 3. I've got 3. Well, I think we want to try it. Okay. If we can eliminate this army, then we can start pressing in to Mordor. I feel better about life. Okay, so again, we want to lead with our skirmishers. I don't think there's any cav in this army. Pretty good. I'll just put the Varyags on the uttermost flanks. Now we got a lot of warband here, and this is not ideal. But we'll sort of back them up there. And let's see, we've got Horse Archer. Actually, let's keep those Eastland cav over here. Alright. Now this is odd because they're defending and they're going to have to defend here. They're probably not going to be setting up right over here. But if I rush forward, I'll get a height advantage. Now, that's not necessarily the best thing for me to do because if I rush forward, melee closes sooner and I generally don't want that. But we're doing it anyway. The alternative is just to cede the hill entirely, and I don't want to do that. So hopefully they won't rush forward. There they go. Okay, let's bring everybody up. We're firing. Tell you what, I want my axemen to war cry. Get you to halt. swordsmen over there. Okay, we'll try to take them out with cav. Oh, they do have some cavalry. Oh, shoot. Going right for my Dragon Shield Riders. That's not very good. Let's get my warband over there. Already routing, though, some of them. This is an uphill charge. Alright, we are winning.
The warlord of the enemy army is
Great.
running like a startled goat. Hunt him. Goats make good eating.
Okay. Sarnak Axeman. Let's make sure these guys go away. Swordsman there. Oof, evenly matched. Okay, let's pull my general out of there. I do want to retain some of these guys. They're my only fear unit in this army, so Axemen are doing well, but they're just basically surrounded by warband and a few Variag mercenaries. Alright, there they go. Let's throw the warband in against those swords. We can hit these King's swordsmen in the back. There they go. Here they go. Alright. What was I worried about? You're a paper tiger, Reunited Kingdom. It's a unit of archers. Well, I could make them rout, but I don't. There we go.
This is no longer
Don't
a
have the
battle,
space.
this is a hunt. No, a coward chase.
All right. This army should rout anyway. Okay, so that was pretty good. Gained the hill, charged down. Took a lot of losses, as you do, playing as Rhun. Again, that -1 for the Chieftain's Guard. I'm not sure what that's about. Well, the only force they have left in the region is this. Elendil of Dor and Irnil. Now that said, my force is pretty beaten up. Ulwar is also old, and this guy is not too young either, mature here. So, since I don't have really eyes on the region, let's get my spy over. Do see some other armies approaching. They're not besieging either of these settlements just yet. They got pretty small garrisons in these other towns, but there may be a big army that's sort of marching out to reclaim these rebel places. So before I go in a little bit further, I think I am going to head back. Get some of these reinforcements mixed in with Ulwar's force. Get these guys from Tham. So let's pass the turn. Alright, fighting pits. Okay. Does this mean I can train berserkers? Yes, it does. They're pretty cheap. Ooh, and only one season. I thought it took them 2 seasons to be built. So that's great. So 400 Mirian to train, 140 upkeep. That's pretty good. You get 60 men, but really with the fear effect, that's a force multiplier right there. So I'm going to absolutely train like a couple of units of these guys. And we'll send them on. And I want them, as well as the Dark Helms, as well as these Riders and Wains, to be part of the force that goes into Mordor as we start to put pressure on the Reunited Kingdom for a change. Now, it's quite troubling to me that they do have these basically full units of Guards of the Citadel walking around. These are not irreplaceable. These are the ones they can train right out of Minas Anor. So the fact that they're training them is rather troubling. Good news, though. I'm not seeing a big, huge army on the horizon. So we will bring all of these troops down. How much are we making? 1206. So we're not making a lot. Consolidate here.
Splitting the troops. Move. Out of moves. Captain.
How many do these? I think we can do this now.
Yes, Captain. Captain. Yes. Orders.
See, do we want axemen here? Probably.
Orders. Captain. Orders. Yes. Leave.
We'll give them to Fand, though, first, so we can sort them out better. Okay, so 50 and 53. So we got 13, 36,
Yes, Captain. Splitting the
35. Spearmen will head back north.
out of moves. Captain.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Forward. No more moves. Chief. Orders.
Okay.
Captain.
Let's grab 3 axemen.
Splitting the troops. Move. Captain. Move. Urging armies. Unable to move. Chief. Yes, Captain. Leaving the army. Orders.
Okay.
Orders. Splitting the troops. Yes.
And then we will we'll do some of this consolidating stuff, guys, and then we will kick back with another episode. I am very excited to continue this campaign, but we are running quite long, I believe, for this episode. So, looks like Harad is just going to cause trouble. So, exciting times ahead for sure. We may be making gains against the Reunited Kingdom, but we have to keep an eye on the south, because we may end up in a long war with Harad. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.